Hello and welcome to the podcast on meiosis. Now, as you may remember, meiosis is the division of cells within the sex cells, the gametes. So what do we mean by sex cells? Well, if you recall, there's sperm in guys and eggs in females. And so once we have the process where that little sperm and that egg unite, then they're going to have those chromosomes that are going to be able to come together and form a unique combination. It's one of the things that gives sexual reproduction an advantage over asexual reproduction. You get a unique combination from the father and from the mother that forms new genes and offspring. Well, how do those new genes get formed? Well, that's through the process of prophase 1, particularly the chiasma or the chiasmata, where those chromosomes cross over with each other. So chromosomes from daddy and mommy will end up crossing over to make a new combination in the developing baby. If you look at the picture that's on the slide, then you will see those colors. And a lot of times we use colors to represent it. It does not mean that the chromosomes themselves are colored, but they're just meant to show you at that point when they cross over, now those new combinations can be seen within the organism. Well, that's all well and good, but how does that relate to evolution? Well, evolution is change over time. And so if you have this crossing over, these new combinations being formed, guess what's going to happen? Over time, you're going to see new traits introduced into a population. And then if those new traits are within the population and they're beneficial, then what happens? Evolution! Woo! In the population. So meiosis is a driving force in addition to mutations and other things that we spoke about earlier for the process of evolution. So we see the changes over time, and that's why sexual reproduction is more advantageous to future generations. Take, for example, the presence of an immune system in humans. Immune systems help us to fight off different infections, different diseases, things that shouldn't be there. Take them away. Get out of here. So if you have two individuals that have very different, unique immune systems, and they come together to form another unique immune system, that can help their offspring survive. If they're too closely related to each other in terms of their immune system, then they're not going to be able to fight off as many infections, and therefore they're not going to be able to survive, reproduce, and pass their genes on. So the process of meiosis, and particularly this chiasmata, where they cross over, switch their genes, affects and enhances the ability of organisms to pass their genes on, and therefore their populations to evolve.